And
much video has revolutionized the music industry.
Awards are good because you get recognition for your work, but a lot of times great things don't get awards. So the real reward that you get is when you do the best you can and it actually takes shape and it transforms itself into that other plane. Now that sounds a little spaced out, and frankly, it is.
Some who won had fun with the honor.
We have this sort of boy next door.
of singing she tried, she always sounded sort of different.
When I first started, for a long time, I thought I was just, you know, I sounded like a mouse. What was the matter with my voice? Everybody else sounds different than me. You know, there was a certain sound that I thought you had to sound like, so I would go crazy, you know. And then afterwards, when I realized, you know, I met a friend of mine, John Torrey, and he introduced me to all these records. I heard Elvis Presley, Wanda Jackson, and Brenda Lee, and Ronnie Spector. And I started to listen and realize that, gee, this is a sound, it's okay. And I started to find all those other voices that had little sounds, quirky sounds to them, very endearing.
At about the same time that Cyndi began to develop her unique vocal style, she met a wrestling manager named Captain Lou Albano. And he told her about something called the PEG principle.
PEG? Well, the PEG principle is Captain Lou Albano's concept. You know, he's my personal and technical advisor. And he advised me on the PEG principle, which stands for politeness, etiquette, and grooming, which are three very important principles for rockers, because, you know, every rock and roll person you've met is very polite, right? And we all have to know how to eat well, because there are those times where you have to do business over lunch or dinner. Everyone says, oh, let's get together for lunch, especially out here in Hollywood. And you have to just know how to eat well. And that's etiquette, because if you are very, you know, if you just can't eat well and your etiquette is really for the birds, then you can just blow a whole situation for yourself. And of course, grooming is everything in rock, because you all know that rock and roll is very fashionable.
We also know that there are few singers more fashion-conscious than Cyndi Lauper. And when she made her video of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, she had a great time showing off her wacky wardrobe and having just plain good old fun.
It was great fun to make it. And I remember, well, you know that scene, I don't know if it's in there, where we were walking past a wall or down the street on Sheraton Square, and this car stops because we're singing, they just wanna, and this car stops and says, hey, girlie, they just wanna what? So I said, they just wanna have fun! Somebody, a beautiful girl. Thank you very kindly. Ta-ta, thank you.
You're welcome, Cyndi, and our thanks for spending the time with us.
Highlight of the evening came when CBS's newest star, Cyndi Lauper, brought the house down with her performance of Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
And her mother's role in Time After Time.
It's a wonderful place. I wanted to use Wharton, or a place like Wharton, because it had soul. You know, it's a great place, you know. And anyway, she cried in the video, which I thought my mother was really excellent. She did a great job, and it's nice to share that kind of emotion back and forth. That's a different level of emotion. But this is very deep stuff now. We're talking concepts. Some is just concepts, some's high concepts. It's all very conceptual. You know what I mean?
She was great. She showed supreme ability and sheer will, because there were times that schmool over there, she was choking her on the rope.
In the first place, Cyndi Lauper has no business in the ring. She's not a wrestler. I pay a license to be a wrestler, and if I'd have done the right thing, I'd have wrung her neck.
What's going to happen now between you and Lou? Where does this feud go?
I expect an apology, a public apology, like he promised. Not just to me, but to all women that he called swine.
You remember when you stood out in Central Park when you were 16 years old? And
I wasn't 16, I was 14.
Oh, 14, excuse me.
2 years, eh?
Are you nervous about receiving this award today?
No, I'm very touched. Very touched. I really am.
Are you really?
And I receive it from my mother and my grandmother, who did not have the opportunities that I did.
Yeah.
And for all the girls that succumb, that would like to have fun and live a happy life.
Now, what about Captain Lou Albano? I was thinking he might be here today, but...
Well, Captain Lou is preparing to do some work. He's doing some work today, too. He sends his love, and he's very pleased and proud of me. And I'm proud of him, too, because he came all the way around. And he and I are co-chair people for MS.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, and he's raised a lot of money for MS. But both of us, but Lou went from bar to bar and charged $10 a shot to take a picture with him, and raised so much money.
Yeah.
He's really made a complete turn. The calcium deposit in his head is cleared up, and he's just doing great. I'm so proud of him. I'm sorry what happened on Friday night to him. It was a terrible thing at the Garden.
What happened?
Well, we received an award. I received an award, and Dick Clark was there, and Dave Wolf, of course, my manager, Wendy Richter, the woman I manage, and Hulk Hogan, the male champion, male and female champion were there, and of course I managed the female champion, and they gave me an award, and I gave them an award, and I gave Lou a gold and platinum record, and then Roddy Piper came in, and you know, he's a crazy wrestler, and he smashed it over Lou's head. There was a terrible thing that happened, and I didn't know. He kicked me, and he picked up Dave, and he body slammed him. Dave is not a wrestler, and I'm not a wrestler either.
And you didn't know this was going to happen?
No, it was...
I don't know, Cyndi. It's time for you to extricate yourself from the wrestling scene, maybe.
I'll tell you, I'm...
It's too hard on you.
Yeah, I was surprised. I feel bad for Lou when he got cut up, so...
It's all going to work out. But listen, you look beautiful today. You're all set for your award.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Geraldine is coming.
Oh, yeah, Geraldine's going to be
my
next.
idol.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mine, too. All right, she's going to be on next. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Cyndi. That's right. Geraldine Ferrara will be back as we continue from the awards here for Ms. Magazine at Studio 54 in New York. Now back to you, Ann.